we just had a little bit of a break, just to give you a moment to catch breath. No, that's fine, that's fine. When you're talking about things that are quite emotional, that's quite normal. So good that you're able to take a moment and then keep going. Did you want to keep talking me through maybe a little bit more about when you were back in Brisbane before you moved to Bridie, so things just a little bit earlier in the piece?
Probably give you a bit more understanding. As I said, I was working full time. I had a job I loved, working 5 days a week for a bulk place or engineering supply place.
Oh wow,
Had fantastic support there. Great bunch of people, all of whom I consider as friends.
So it was a quite close-knit little team?
It was a close-knit team. When I started there, I was only doing 15 hours a week, and it became a full-time position. There was only 3 branches, and it grew to be 7.
Oh, wow. Quite a big
down
expansion.
there, so huge. And we had the same people in admin, so it was taking on a lot of different roles. I dealt with all the branches because I was in accounts. I did payroll, so I was dealing with all of them. Yeah.
Wow.
So it was
that
amazing.
Added pressure again from the work front, not just the home front.
Yeah. It was a very, very, very full-on position, but I think I just looked at it as my sanity.
Your little escape from reality almost.
And they were fantastic. We had a conference yearly, so you got to meet these people that you'd spoken to on the phone.
Wow.
So it was,
faces to names.
Amazing. But as I said, still going through major frustration at home because I couldn't get the medical profession on board.
Was work aware of what was happening at home?
They were fantastic. They were just so supportive.
Wow.
If I needed to go, because Graham did have a couple of times where he had to go to the hospital. They were very understanding. They were very understanding with appointments that I had to get him to. And
so they worked around you and
they worked around me, but I always made up the time. They were very understanding when it was decided that no, I couldn't leave him at home all the time. They let me actually work from home.
Wow.
I had a computer and I used to do half the work in, so I'd only work for say 3 hours a day in the morning, and that's where I got my care. I got a carer's allowance and a carer's pension because it was something that basically by the time Graham had gotten up, I was home and I was just working on the computer. So
he would get up quite late during the day.
And he would just sit in front of the TV all day anyway. But someone needed to be there. So that was a big change of lifestyle.
Did that help with some of the pressures that you were feeling?
It did, because at least I was there. And he was quite supportive of being quiet. He seemed to get that. I was there. I could still get up and get him a cup of coffee, but he was very courteous. I was there, so he was happy.
Did that calm him as well?
It calmed him. He didn't really interact with me anymore. I mean, I think I'd ceased to be. People at that point, they get very clingy. And if you're out of their sight, even to go out and hang out a load of washing, where are you? They've got to see you.
So he would become quite distressed if you weren't around.
They've got to see you. There again, not understanding because he'd always been a very independent person.
Yes. So that for yourself would have been quite hard to deal with. Him acting that way when he has been so independent for all of the time that you've been together.
And, so they were fantastic there. They really were, with the understanding, and that was when I was thinking, okay, so how are we going to go from here when he deteriorates? And as I said, the girls were.
Your daughters with this?
My daughters. I was going up to help. One of my daughters' marriage had broken up, and I was going up looking after the kids, her children, on probably every second weekend so that she could continue working. so there was a lot of running around there.
Yep.
And
so not only were you dealing with your own home situation to the extent that it was, your work situation to the extent that it was, but also your kids' lives to the same sort of extent.
You still have to give them. But that worked because I used to go up after work on a Friday, and Anthony and his girlfriend were there Friday night. Someone was around Saturday until I would get home, so I was able to do that. But it was burning the candle at both ends.
Every end? Oh my goodness.
Yes. And so I kept, I think, sitting up with them over one weekend. I was just thinking, okay, what's stopping me moving up where I'm going to have a bit more support? And Brenna had said, look, there's great places up here. I can go down and get some information for you. I really think they'd be suitable for Graham.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, I'll find another job. I can do this. I'm employable.
Yep.
But that was very hard because I'd been at Bolton Industrial for 8 years, so it was very, very hard.
And like you said, they'd been such a little
it was a family
unit for you as well.
And it is a family business. It was still the original mum, son, team, and his best mate that was still the original team, and that's who I'd started work with.
Yeah.
So that just about broke my heart. I basically bit the bullet, walked in, went up and saw Andrew, and I said, okay, this is what I've got to do. And he just went...
How did he take it?
No. Well, you're not quitting, you're not resigning.
Oh.
What can we do to make it better?
That would be really nice for you to hear something like
that,
though.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It really was. And I said, I've got to do this. And he said, okay, start from the beginning, explain it through.
Yep.
And I said, I just wish I could still do it from up there. But it was
you
never going to work.
You still needed to be in the office at some point.
Yes, I still, still.
And then you would have still been running around just
we looked at me moving over to Virginia and driving from Bribey to Virginia, but that would have been...
The traffic. I'm sure.
Yes. Just wasn't... That's what I said, open a branch at Caboolture and I can help.
Yeah.
So that just about broke my heart, I must admit. That was... And then on top of that, I had Anthony to consider, and I just had to basically do what was best for Graham and myself.
Exactly,
And that was...
And how did everyone take it when you had decided that you were going to make this big move?
Graham was very resistant to it.
Graham was?
Yes.
Yep.
No, didn't, and there again, they don't like change.
Yes,
and
out of routine.
No,
yep.
He was very, very, very resistant.
Okay.
What
were some of the sort of things he was doing in that process?
Basically, well, no, I'm not going.
Wow.
Why are you making me move? And when I took him to the house that we found up on Bribey, he should have loved it. Had a beautiful big deck, had beautiful bushland setting at the back. He just started to drink more. Now, he shouldn't have been drinking with his stroke.
Okay.
I came home a couple of times and he'd gotten into a bottle of bourbon and got quite violent a couple of times, which was never his nature. And that was there again very devastating for me, because he'd always been very gentle. And
so a complete change in his personality traits, behavioural traits.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And had you spoken to anyone about these sort of behaviour traits within the respite centre, or
when I went, I had a big discussion with Jo, and she said that you're going to have to expect that to an extent.
Okay, so that's a quite common trait for this.
Yeah. And until, unfortunately, with the different types of dementia, which I now know, they all have specific symptoms.
Okay.
His was mainly memory loss.
Yep. And the cognitive function.
Cognitive functions, had basically at that point ceased to exist. In the latter stages, I was helping. I had to put out his clothes. He could still shower himself and dress himself, but had no idea what to put together.
Okay.
So that's where I could see
just going downhill further.
Yeah. And there again, knowing the different stages of dementia, with vascular dementia, which I knew was one he would probably have had from the stroke.
Okay.
Basically, you go along and you plateau, and then you drop, and then you plateau,
quickly.
and then you drop.
Yep. And you've noticed those sort of behaviours and those sort of trends happening.
Yeah. But different things that he'd never been like, just the ignoring when you try to speak.
Okay.
And I know I said to him a couple of times, "Can you hear me?" "Yes," and he just looked back at the TV.
Wow.
And I said, "Well, why aren't you answering me?" And he just looked at me.
That must have been so frustrating for you.
Yeah, what are you understanding? And then I said to him, "Can you understand what I'm saying? Do you know what toothpaste is?"
Trying to get
or
those
deodorant
basic responses out of
and
him.
he went, "No."
Okay,
But
so
you
he was
get
just
angry.
flat out.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you get angry when I don't, so it's easier to just not answer you.
Okay, so he was really almost acting up.
Oh,
Rebellious.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I used to think, now is this, are you understanding me, or, what, you do. It's like a, sort of,
like a defence mechanism.
bugger you type of thing. Very,
which again would have been just as heartbreaking for you, given that you were doing all of these things, trying to make
and I'm the worst
easier.
in the world.
So I can imagine how upsetting that would have been for you.
Yeah, the only people I think he was there for in that last couple of years was the grandkids.
Yeah.
He always had time for them.
Yeah.
And because he didn't move much, on the lounge, they always were able to come in and sit on Grandpa's lap.
Yeah. Which would have been special
it was
for
beautiful.
them as well.
He, they still had that, amazing bond.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was lovely to see.
Do you think you saw parts of maybe the old him come out when he was with the grandkids?
No, he was very childlike.
So he really
really
fitted in well.
Yes, yeah. You saw that same love.
Yes.
But they were the only ones he was comfortable with because they had no expectations.
Yes.
It's unconditional.
Yeah.
And
whereas I'm sure somewhere in a part of him probably would have been feeling like he was letting you down in some way. Yeah.
Yeah. He, the last couple of days that he was alive, and I didn't realise it at the time, he was very ill. He ended up having pancreatic cancer as well, which we didn't know. That was diagnosed 2 days before he passed away.
Wow, so quite late in the piece again.
Very.
Wow.
And he was just getting sicker and sicker and sicker with that. That wasn't diagnosed. And he suddenly came good this one afternoon, and he started singing with a nurse. And
wow.
I rang Jo at the time and I said, "Oh my God, that's the most lucid I have seen Graham." And I remember it from my father, and she just went, "Okay, Sheridan, do you want me to come up?" And I went, "No, I'm fine." And that's what they do.
So is that part of the
well,
process?
no, just I think a lot of people, when they've been very ill, they have it's this light bulb moment, that clarity. Yeah, they're perfectly, they come to you get a glimpse of that person. And I fell in love with my husband all over again. In
that moment.
Yeah, in those last couple of days.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say, if he has any clarity, if that clarity was there at all, that's when he would have known.
Yes, exactly.
But, wasn't meant to be, so, a lot of issues.
Yeah,
I've got to deal
lots
with,
of guilt that you're feeling, definitely. Lots of frustration as well from what you know now compared to what you knew then.
Yes. Most definitely. You just think, why couldn't I have done it earlier? Why wasn't I working in that sort of industry? But I could have seen it. And it was, it is very much a passion. I think, and they're learning so much about it.
Yes.
That it's a shame it couldn't have been put in place. But I suppose anyone that you can help and anyone that you can give,
and
they're still in there. I think that's the one thing I've learned.
Yes.
That underlying, in behind all of that vacant, seeming person or is
those
a
reactions.
person
Yeah.
screaming out, I'm still in here, please
Yeah.
be patient.
Yeah.
Please love me. I haven't changed.
Yeah.
Still me.
Yeah.
And just, how different each case is. It's pretty, mind-blowing.
Can imagine it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definite. I suppose, as I said, I've got to just think, okay, I couldn't help him, or not any more than...
Sounds like you did quite a lot.
I could. But
it might not have been necessarily in the ways that you're helping people now,
no.
but you still provided for him. You gave them a safe space. You were doing all of these things with these specialists to try and get the outcome or the answer that you knew was happening, and putting those things in place. It's just that now you're helping people in a different way.
Yeah.
With a bit more knowledge and a bit more of a personal touch.
A lot more patience.
A lot more patience.
A lot more patience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose that is something that we learn as we go.
Yeah. But not when you're dealing with someone, as I said, that is supposed to be your life partner and supposed to be support for you as well.
Yeah.
And that's it. I let my guard down with him. I thought I had someone that I could rely on for the rest of my life. And
and to have it
taken away.
Slip away.
Yeah, and taken away very quickly.
Yeah. To be given that glimpse of something.
That you could have had. Anyway,
definitely.
I suppose, I have to get going anyway.
I can get ready.